Okay, so I did not play at all yesterday, which means today, hopefully I will get a super omega skill boost, and I will... Oh, wait, I was actually kidding, but I might have been fucking right. I can never do that part ever. Okay, that's a good way to start. But, today we're going to do some crazy runs. Today we may even beat it. This is a lie, but, choose to believe me if you will. I think today I could at least, like, maybe, like, probably get here again. I forget how to play this part. My hands are cold. Today is gonna have no progress. But, once I remember how to play this part, I just want to get here again. Because that's the most, like, this is, like, definitely in the top 5 of the top 10 most fucked setups I've ever seen in a shell hack. But, like, it'll be fine, because I realistically only need to get past it one more time. And then hopefully I just fluke the rest of the level, and everything will be awesome. So I gotta... How do I do this part? So you gotta do, like, because I died here last time. My current PB is this. Because I somehow did not... I think it was dying to not grabbing the shell, which, you know what? Fair enough. If I die to, like, the blue shell or the red shell, I'm just retiring as a player. Like, I will just not even want to play anymore. Like, how could I ever possibly recover from that? Like, imagine dying to that red or blue shell and then still having the will to play Mario. Like, I could never. Okay, I tried to flick left and my hand betrayed me. It decided, my hand gained sentience and decided we are not turning left today. Fuck you. That was kind of what happened there. But, I think today has new PB potential, because I took a break yesterday. And for some reason, taking a day off from playing something makes me, like, significantly better. Like, I don't know why, but it just kind of works like that sometimes. Like, I've only had an issue if I do that, like, repeatedly. Like, if I take a day off and then play, and then take a day off and then play, by that, like, second day of playing, I will probably be a lot worse. But a day's break every now and then seems to give me a skill boost. I hope. Like, I really do hope, because this shit is impossible. Like, I genuinely need that skill boost from not playing for a day. Especially with this part. Like, what is happening here? Like, I've passed this from the beginning, and I still don't understand how it works. That's probably not a good thing. I have, like, 2.5 hours on this level. I don't even know how the hardest part works yet. I mean, it is the hardest part for a reason. I cannot... I think, like, the hardest part other than that is, like, this. So you get to do the 2 hardest parts of the level back to back, which is nice. That's always fun. We go from, I don't know how this works, it's impossible, to, I don't know how this works, and it's impossible-er. It's so impossible that I had to invent a new word just to describe how much I cannot do it. That should tell you how hard it is. 6-7, this is very true, Poke. This is very true. Welcome. Honestly, I just may never beat the game intentionally, just so I can leave it on 6-7 exits forever. Like, I think that would honestly be a better use of my time. I'll just play Beach Mouse for, like, the rest of my life, and we'll just be at 6-7 exits forever. Maybe I'll just stall until the hours hit 6-7. So that way we can have 6-7 hours and 6-7 exits. That would be a complete fucking waste of my time. But I think I should commit to the bit and just, like, do it. Like, that, it could be funny for, like, 5 minutes. I will dedicate dozens of hours of my time. That was stupid. But, I will dedicate dozens of hours of my time to doing literally nothing just for a bit that's funny for, like, 5 seconds. That's what it's all about. This is what I will dedicate my time to. You must dedicate your life to 6-7. You will gain nothing in return of this. But it is certainly something you can do. People will probably look at you funny, but, you know, you can still dedicate your life to 6-7. It's not a very respectable dedication, but it is a dedication. I think dedicating your life to 6-7 is only respectable in the way of it's respectable to dedicate yourself to something, I guess. Like, it's better than having no dedication to anything ever, I guess. I mean, when I say it's better, I mean it's better, like... I think it wins by technicality, I would say. Okay, why can I not do this anymore? I was consistent at this at one point. Oh, wait. Yeah, you have to... Oh, there we go. I forgot that there was a special way that I like to do it. You have to wait. You have to, like, wait a little bit before you go for it. Okay, I thought this was, like, an easy part because of how good I was getting at it, but I'm starting to think that this is actually not an easy part. I'm starting to think that this part is actually quite negative easy. Oh, there's no way that I did that twice in a row now, really? Like, oh my god, like the first time it's like, okay, that's like the second time I've gotten there ever, but the second time it's like, it's just like, come on. Like there was good possibility for that to work out. The worst part is I thought I was actually, like, lined up. Like, I was paying attention. Like, I was making sure that I was going to not die in that exact way. And it still went over somehow. Dude, I said possibility and it summoned Plastino. Yeah, possibility of a beach mouse island. Like, you see that island right there in the background? That's the possibility of an island. This is not true, but this is my fan fiction. Is that possibility of an island exists within Beach Mouse. This is the lore. But anyways. So, I at least need to pass, like, the island. Very true. But I at least need to pass, like, this at least once today. Like, I need to start getting, like, actually somewhat decent at it, because, like, my current consistency is about, I do it once, never. Which isn't good, I don't think. The numbers are not looking good on that one. He claims that he does it once, never. This is not good statistics. The business may be going under. The business is going under. Your fanfiction is approved by... Your fanfiction is approved to be official as part of the Blitz Club lore. This is very true. It is now official. That possibility of an island takes place in whatever level this is inside of Beach Mouse. Okay, so I need to I just need like one. I just need like one good attempt. I'm like addicted to having one more good attempt. Like that's the goal for today, is get one good attempt so I stop violently shaking. And then maybe we'll practice runs to the end after that. You know, it would make sense if I did runs to the end and then played from the beginning. But I am a known non-thinker, which means we're not going to do the things that sounds like you thought of them because they were a good idea. If that made no sense, that is a good thing. Possibility of an island takes place on one of the islands in Alabama Beach. Yep. You know, some people never would have picked up on that, but I am one of the few people to have played both Island to the end and Beach Mouse I've played basically to the end at this point. But now that I have played both games, I can understand the beautiful lore significance. God damn it, bro! That's the third time that I have sent it over the thing. It might be over. It might be so over. There is a slight chance that it is over. But, like, I feel like once I think all I need to do is just, like... I just need to, like, do this once from the beginning, and I think I'll stop doing that. Like, I feel like it's... Like, I feel like I know how to consistently do that backdrop. It's just like a from the beginning kind of thing. Which we love things that only happen from the beginning. And it seems like there's never a situation where it's like, I'm consistent from this only from the beginning. It's only, oh, this just randomly doesn't work from the beginning. I wonder why there's never, like, situations where it's like, you can't really do it from a save state for some reason, but from the beginning you just randomly lock in. I wish that would happen more. That would be great. That'd be incredibly convenient. Alright, so you gotta, like... Okay, you need to just go. As soon as you can, just start going. Yeah, I think, even if I had held jump the entire time, I still don't think that would have worked. I think that was kind of doomed anyway. So this part maybe isn't that hard. Or maybe it's the hardest part. We will see. You know, some things could, like, some parts could be the hardest part and I don't even realize it yet. Like, this could be, like, an incredible choke point and I just don't know. I'm just not one of those who know. Because I have never gotten here, or I have got here from the beginning and I died, so. This could be, like, the ultimate choke point from the beginning. We will find out. But, like, okay, genuinely? How was I doing this previously? So, you go over here. So, okay, so what I have learned is that I know nothing. That is what I have learned. Oh, actually, no, I know one thing, and it's that one thing I know is that I understand nothing. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hope that that issue goes away by the time I get to it again from the beginning, because that's a good idea. Basically, I got bored of practicing that, and I'm just gonna hope that it works out great. Because, like, I feel like my issue with it will dissipate by the time I get there. Dude is not a philosopher. I never claimed to be a philosopher. In fact, I claim to not think ever. I claim to be quite the opposite of a philosopher. I low-key just be... It's not a phrase. It doesn't mean anything. I low-key just say random words that formulate into a sentence sometimes. I am the closest thing to, like, an AI text bot as, like, a human. Like, I low-key just be saying shit. But, like, did I accidentally quote something on accident? It's a phrase from a popular philosopher. I didn't know that. I was low-key... I know that I know nothing. I was just saying shit, bro. I did not mean to accidentally quote a philosopher. Maybe this is a sign that that's my true calling in life, is that I should be a philosopher. There's no way you didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. Like, I was just stating the fact that I know nothing about the part that I was doing. And somehow it became philosophical, which I don't really get that, but that's just how it turned out, I suppose. Okay. So this is an interesting choke point. Wait. Oh, wait. Does throwing it later make... No, throwing it later, I think, makes it worse. Like, significantly. Or, no, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I might just be doing it wrong, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, is there a right way to do it? Like, I was fine at this the other day. And then as for this part, I feel confident with it. Like, it's one of those things where it's not, like, that overtly difficult that I couldn't do it from the beginning just randomly. Like, after doing everything else, I should be locked in enough to not do that exact maneuver. I should be able to do a maneuver that is actually quite similar, but the only difference is that I don't fall into the pits of hell immediately after performing it. Kind of like that. I just have to do what I just did exactly the same way from the beginning, and it'll be that easy. The idea of the phrase is that is that human doesn't know everything in existence. Every human knows different things, but not everything in existence. You get what I'm talking about? Vaguely. I vaguely understand that. Kind of. Not really. But, I'm genuinely curious, like, when am I going to beat this level? Because it's like, I don't know if it's gonna be, like, as hard as I'm finding it, like, forever. Like, is this gonna be, like, another week-long project? Or is this gonna be, like, am I gonna, like, accidentally beat this over the weekend? Like how is this gonna work? Like, I could, like, I don't know if I'm gonna fluke it, like, today, or, like, have, like, 10,000 deaths at the ending by next month? Like, I'm not really sure. I haven't really gotten, like, the feel of this level yet. Like, currently I believe that everything in this is kind of insane. But maybe I just don't know. Because, like, usually with my pace and beach mouse, I usually know what I'm doing by this point, and I do not know what I am doing by this point whatsoever. Kind of like that's kind of proof right there that I am not super certain. Oh my god. E. This is very true. I need to get a soundboard, and the only sound that's going to be on the soundboard is just the E. Like the reverberated E from Rush E. Like, that's going to be the only thing on the soundboard. And I will only use it when someone says E. But then again, this could be abused very easily if everyone just spams E. And then I'm expected to hit the sound effect like 700 times. That could lead to me getting, like, nothing done the entire stream. But it would be kind of funny as, like, a one-off thing. Now, if I could get some kind of, like, soundboard app and then tie it to, like, a key or something. Dude. Like, I could literally just make it so every time I hit the E key, it just has a reverberated E sound effect. That would be the worst fucking thing of all time, but I really hope somebody makes that at some point. Just some app, like, on the fucking Microsoft web store, where every time you hit E, your ears just get absolutely annihilated by the Rush E sound effect. Like, why is this not a thing? Like, this needs to be a thing. Speaking of things that need to be a thing, I should get a new best very soon. I don't say that in a way that's like, that's my prediction for what's going to happen. That's what I hope happens soon. Not necessarily what I think is going to happen, but it's what I hope will happen. This is the peak of Marvis's diabolicalness right here, honestly. Like, wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I got past the part I wanted to get past, and I also hit that a second time somehow. I don't know how. Both the times that I have gotten to this point, I have hit the shell, which I genuinely don't understand. Because it's like, it doesn't matter, like, how much I practice it. I can never get, like, a grasp on how to do it. So, how I can do it from the beginning... Oh, wait, I was literally saying earlier, why isn't there a part where it's like you're only consistent at it from the beginning? Why does that never happen? But it turns out it did happen. Because I seemingly can't die to that part from the beginning. Which, now upon stating that, I will die there immediately next time I get there. But, in the meantime, we can die to this spike right here. Dude, is there a good way to do this part? Like, when is the time to throw this? Like, momentum and the way you drop it definitely has a lot to do with it. Not just like when, but where too. And then I should probably figure this part out, because I don't want to tie my... If I get here again, I don't want to tie my best. I want to get past this part. Because, like, I feel like it should be, like, a winnable attempt at this point. Okay, unless I create just, like, a vortex like that, then it's probably not winnable at that point. But until the vortex of hell and despair opens up, it's pretty winnable, I'd say. Honestly, I think most things probably aren't winnable when a vortex of hell and despair open up. That sounds like a pretty unfortunate situation. Okay, so. I'm thinking... I think once this beginning gets more consistent, kind of like that. Oh my god, why? Okay, well, my streak of never dying to that ever has now officially ended. But, I think once I get more consistent with, like, this... Okay, what the fuck? How am I just calling it now? What? Okay, so I did not want to die like that. But, okay, so apparently the beginning is kind of consistent now. Or not. Like, I guess I figured it out. But I feel like once I get a lot of attempts to the backdrops of eternal punishment, I think at that point, I will probably be able to get good progress. Because I think if I just get there a lot repeatedly, like, I'll be able to pass it, like, at least one more time. Like, right here. So yeah, it's kind of like, I kind of just needed to do that exact thing, but correctly. But how do I get this beginning part to work? Because it feels like I know you wait, but it still feels like sometimes I do that, and it, like, sometimes that happens. Like, I think I need to... Okay, yeah, I don't know how it works, but I'm starting to think that I don't need to know how it works. I kind of just can do it sometimes. Like, I did get into, like, a fit of not passing it for, like, way longer than I should have been in a fit of that. But it seems to get consistent again, even when you start fucking it up. No, I knew I threw it too late. Because I know that the way that you're supposed... I know the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to throw it as soon as you get it, and, I didn't throw it, like, super late, but I also did not throw it as soon as I got it, so... Unfortunate. Like, I feel like this level is becoming a little bit more doable. Like, I feel like I've improved a lot just in this short stream alone. Like, I can do this semi-consistently. Not, like, perfectly, but I can do it in general. Which is a vast improvement of, like, the last time I played, where I would do it, like, vaguely once every... about once every 10 minutes. Which, you know, that's not great consistency for, like, the first thing that you do in a level. It would probably make the process of beating the level a lot easier if you just became consistent at everything. I should probably try doing that. Like, this level would unironically be free if I was consistent. So, I just need to magically will consistency into existence. Okay, so Mario has now died just by the sheer fucking aura of this spike. He literally just got too close to it and then just vanished. Just got immediately turned into dust. Okay, so let's try to not do that again. Or how about that? Let's just not grab that shell. Okay. Not really a lot to talk about with this level, really. Like, it's, like, first of all, it's really short, and there's, like, one part that's, like, interesting. Actually, no, that's not true. There's a lot of parts that are interesting, it's just that it's, like, just this part that's, like, notably way harder than everything else. Like, everything else you can kind of just do to an extent. And then that is exactly how I died last time I got here. I think I just need to move right sooner. That could be my issue. Yeah, like, even, I think if you fuck it up, it looks initially like you would just be able to, hold jump and then just kind of skate down with it, but that doesn't seem to really work. Maybe it could, but most of the time it doesn't, so. Certainly not something I'm going to rely on. I think it's definitely better to just try to do it correctly. But then again, I try to do it correctly every time, so. I'm so going to die there from the beginning. Like, I think that will probably be my furthest death. Like, I'm probably going to die to the blue shell, and then eventually, once I pass the blue shell, I'll probably just hit the red shell and be fine. Because, like, I don't imagine I would die to the red shell, because it's, like, it's just a basic shell jump, but at the same time, I have died to dumber things than a basic shell jump in a level when it matters, so. Yeah, definitely a concerning set of circumstances. I feel like the red shell at the end is just there purely just to fuck with you. Like, it is literally just there to make you die of nerves, because you have, like, it's not a necessarily hard thing, but it's just like that one last do not fuck up now. And I will probably fuck up now when I get there. Like, the now that I will fuck up is not the now of now. It is the now that is later. I don't know if that makes sense, but I understand it. But basically, not the now, but the later now, I will probably fuck that up. Pretty likely, I'd say. Okay, that was kind of close, I guess. It's, like, it seems like this part always, like, lines up better from the beginning. It's probably that I have a bad save state to practice this from, but I feel like from the beginning it kind of, like, lines up better. It's probably because I made the save state for that when I was playing everything up to it a lot worse, if I had to guess. It's mostly I just need to figure out how to land this second red shell is kind of my main issue. And then, like you can land it, like, you certainly can land, but, like, are you in a position where you're not gonna just die immediately afterwards? I'm starting to understand the level. It is finally happening. I may be learning. Never mind. I have unlearned everything the instant that I said that. As soon as I acknowledged my improvement, it just all immediately vanishes. Yep. This is very true. Like, please. Can I? There we go. There's no way. Why did I throw it so early? Okay. Why is he always blocking it now? I don't know how to fix this. That was like a thing that would happen, like, sometimes. Not, like, consistently an issue. Dude, when I start getting crazy runs, it's gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna be exciting. Once I can consistently pass, like, the first two things, we're gonna be doing some crazy shit that nobody has ever seen before. We will make it out of the hood with this one. Oh no, fuck. So that ties back into my initial theory that you need to be, like, you can't be super far this way. You have to be like a decent ways away from the wall. I think I'm right about that, because it feels like most of the time when I die there, it's because I'm too close to the wall and the shell kind of like either goes under or through me, which is obviously not good. Speaking of not good, but like, I just feel like any attempt past that part is like a contender to win. Because like, yes, this part is hard, but like, it's consistent. It's more consistent than the other parts of the level. And then it's mostly just don't die to the don't fuck up shell, which I will die to that. But we can pretend that we'll be fine. Like we can be illusioned for a moment that we're gonna fluke the level. That's the mindset. See, if I've had crazy consistency. Like, I've been very good at this. Like, literally the first time I played this today, the first thing I did was, like, first try this part. So, maybe if I actually get to the end today, I could perhaps do it. But the real question is, will I get to the end? Alright, let's see. Will I think I will. Alright, next attempt out of this little box of pain, I think will probably be the first ending attempt. This is it. That was not it. But this right here, this is it. No, okay, I was a little off, but I think this right here, this is, okay, I'm done with that. Or am I? This is it right here. Nope. I thought maybe I could trick the bad luck into thinking. I was trying to trick the bad luck into thinking that I had given up all hope. And maybe then I would get a good attempt. But that does not seem to be the way. Speaking of the way, how do I do this first part? Like, I feel like the first part I've been like most consistently confused on how to do it. Because it feels like some methods just kind of stop working eventually. Speaking of things that stop working eventually, there is my brain. That is certainly on that list. But that was I kind of went into that a bad way. Alright, next time I get there, I will likely do the same thing. But I'm going to try a new way of doing this. So I think, see, like, ending up too low is usually the issue. So how do I fix that? Can you fix that? How do you do this? I feel like this in the beginning part, I'm like consistently never sure how it works. Like, am I supposed to like? Whoa, wait. Oh, wait. I've learned a better way to do it. You want to be far out from, you want to be far out from the wall when you do this, because it's going to make, oh, okay, I see. So it's going to make the second red shell line up better, I hope. Maybe this is the secret to how I was doing it from the beginning. Like, I was just accidentally further away. Alright, well, I think I can now be purposefully further away. Although, trying to be further away is probably just gonna make me do it closer to the wall. Because that's typically how those things work. Alright, I'm definitely gonna try that next time I get there. Okay, that was way too close. Okay. Okay, so I need to figure this part out too, because like, I can do it consistently, but in reality what I am doing is just kind of dropping it and then hoping that it goes where I need it to. Like, I would prefer to have like a solid grasp on how that even works. Like the first jump, like, I kind of got that down. Like, I know a way to do it that I can only do like sometimes. Okay, so I try to be further away from the wall, like I said, and that does have its own unique issue of that happening, where you just are kind of, you spend like too long moving backwards before you drop the shell, that you kind of just end up under it. Yeah, that's definitely the strat, though. You definitely need to be further away. Like, the issue is almost certainly being too close to the wall. Like, I seem to be, like, I haven't been, like, successfully hitting it, but I've been consistently lined up to hit it from being further away. I need to jump more. See, I'm still thinking about it like I would when I do it close to the wall, where I need to jump very little, but with here I need to jump more. So it's kind of like that. I think I have the idea of it now. I should be able to do that from the beginning. Like I have a good enough grasp of it. Speaking of good grasp, I have no grasp of this part. So, wait, you wait and then... So, I know that there's some amount of waiting. Oh, I'm waiting too much, I think is the issue. Because if I kind of... Yeah, there we go. I'm waiting too much. I finally figured out one of the two parts that I never knew how to do. Like, definitely wait, but not like a super long time. Like, what I mean by wait is it's not necessarily waiting, it's just kind of like some kind of mental buffer for like a frame. Like, just try not to do it immediately. I think it'll work pretty fine. I thought I was fine, but I guess I was too far away. Okay, what's a consistent way to do this? Oh, wait. If I do it at, like, max height, it doesn't really have any of the, it doesn't really end up carrying much momentum to put it in a worse place. So if I just do it like that, then, like, I should be able to consistently line that up, I would think. I could be wrong about that, but I think it'll end up working out better. I feel like having, even if it's not the best idea, having some kind of idea of what you're trying to do is better than just hoping for it. Because when I'm just hoping for it, it's not like I'm necessarily going to get better at something. Well, like, I'll get better at it, like, via muscle memory, but, like, to really get good at something, you kind of need some kind of idea of how you want to do it. Yes, kind of like that. Although, I'm going to need to start moving right sooner, though, because of that. Okay, throw it later. So, kind of like that, throw it later, move right sooner. Don't go into that with a shit ton of speed for no reason, please. Please, speed, I don't need this. My momentum is kind of fucked. Okay, so I think substantial progress is certainly being made in terms of knowing what to do. Like, I definitely know how to play the level a lot more than I did before I started. Which is not necessarily a high benchmark. Because I was just fucking hoping for most of these setups before today. But I figured out, like, most things today. Ooh, yeah, that was the worst possible way I could have gone about that. What? Why did I drop it so early? I dropped it so early with so much speed, it ended up acting like I had hit it. Like, how does that even possible? Alright, this is gonna be the... Nope. This is gonna be the attempt. Nope. Alright. Alright, next attempt out of the beginning is the attempt I beat it. So this attempt. I was close. Like, That was like 15% of the level, and if you were to add 10 to that, that would be 25% of the level. And 25% would be 1/4 of the level. And there's only 3 more fourths after that 1/4. So in reality, I was really fucking close. You have to do a little bit of mental gymnastics, but I almost beat it. Like that I think it works something like that. Alright, so I need to get like one more super far attempt before the end of today, which I guess a super far attempt would be like passing this part, I guess. Alright, passing that second red shell constitutes a far attempt. Because, like, at that, I think a far attempt is an attempt where you are likely to beat the level. And at that point, I am past everything that I am likely to die to. Like, everything else I'm pretty consistent at. Like, everything before the second red, like, the second red shell and everything before it, I am very likely to die to all of that. But afterwards, it's not that bad. Like, you just gotta do this, and then somehow line this up, which is never convenient, I'll say. You kind of need to be holding right when you hit it, I think, though, to make that work. And then this part seems like it would be super bad, but it really isn't. My main issue is I keep not moving far right enough for that. And I end up creating a vortex where everything just gets swallowed whole. But I don't think I'll do that from the beginning. Like, I feel like from the beginning I'll take it seriously enough to where I won't die to it. Like, from a save state, I'm not really trying that much necessarily. But in a situation where it matters, I think I'll be fine. This is condemning me to dying to that like 7 times, but it's about positivity. It's about positivity, not survivability. That's probably a really good phrase for like a nuclear apocalypse. Like that'd honestly be a great thing to, like, if they ever start, like, well, they probably still do, but like just some kind of like business that builds like bunkers underneath people's houses, and then just like on the little trap door to the bunker, it'll just have like, it's about positivity, not survivability, just spray painted on it. I honestly, I think that would probably make me feel worse, but like, it's just a little something to cheer you up. Like, you have to have some kind of like sense of humor when everything is turning into like zombies around you. I mean, it certainly would be more lighthearted than just having nothing on the lid. Like, like, think about it that way. Okay, speaking of thinking, I should probably start trying that here soon. There we go. What? I completely forgot that could happen. Like, like, that's a very, it's always, like, it doesn't even matter the situation. Dying because the shell ended up barely clipping onto the top of a block, or a spike, or whatever it may be, it is quite possibly the worst kind of death, like, in terms of, like, patience testing. Because it's like, you didn't even, like, really die to anything that's, like, hard. You just died because you hit something barely too early. Like, literally any later, and it probably would have been fine. Like, you hit it during this one special moment in time where it just happened to be able to do that. I kind of forgot that I had a new strategy. Like, I kind of forgot that I had a way that makes this actually, like, work sometimes. I was just going for it. Which I guess going for it does kind of work sometimes. Very little of the time, in fact, almost never does that work. But there was certainly a chance, a possibility of an island, perhaps. Oh my god, bro. I locked in and then died to some random shit. It's unfortunate. Imagine locking in for like imagine you're able to lock in like once per day, and then you spend that locked in attempt and die to that. And it's just like, it's like we could have died to anything else. Okay, I need to actually, I need to use, I can't just, come up with strats. I have to, actually use them, too. Just knowing the strats doesn't mean I'm going to be better. I have to actually, consciously do them. Knowing how to do everything consistently is great. But I don't ever do anything in the consistent way. I always just auto-default to my natural, or to the way that I was doing it, which is just do random shit and kind of hope it works. Because it does sometimes. I need to be turning sooner. Preferably turn before I even hit the dinosaur. In fact, if I had to guess, you probably have to. I don't imagine that you can hit the dinosaur and then turn and then not clank the shells together. That seems very unlikely to be possible. Speaking of things that are unlikely to be possible, this level in general. Yeah, I definitely, when I was watching a video of this before I started, I always watch a video of a level before, usually, the day, somewhere in the morning, before I start streaming it. And when I saw this level, I always thought, this one doesn't seem that bad. It doesn't, there's some rough parts to it, but it doesn't look like the hardest one. And then here we are. And this is by far the hardest level in this game. Bon Secours was hard. Well, the thing with Bon Secours, it was kind of just, one part, and then an ending that was very, very awkward to do. That's kind of what that was. This is just, hard from start to finish, pretty much. Oh, my God. Beach Mouse sub 30 hours may no longer be possible because of this level. Dude, honestly, if I spent, I started this at, 22 hours, so, spending, 8.5 hours, roughly, on this level would actually be diabolical. I don't know, how I'm gonna prevent insanity if I end up spending that long on this. It probably shouldn't take that long. I can only imagine that once the consistency sets in, that this level becomes incredibly free. Because you gotta think about it. Technically everything is free once you get really consistent at it. It's just that, most parts of this will not get super consistent. At least for me, anyway. There are some people like Marvis. Well, okay, Marvis is a bad example because he made the game. But, TJB and such, some people could just get, consistent enough to speedrun this. Which, there are some levels in this hack where it's yeah, I could see how that's speedrunnable. There's a lot of room for improvement in a lot of these places. You can get really consistent at most of the level. And then there's this one. And it's how the fuck do you do this in a speedrun of all things? How do you get that good? Most other levels in this hack, it's yes, you could do that in a speedrun. And then there's this one. Oh my god. Okay, I horribly timed all of that. Like, literally none of that was going in a direction that was beneficial for me at all. I'm dropping it too early. I need to be, like, I need to be conscious of why I'm dying when I die, so that way I can hopefully fix the issue. Like, obviously I'm not gonna, like, oh, I'm just not ever gonna die like that again. Like, that doesn't work, but, like, I can certainly minimize. I forgot to turn. The thing with this level is there's, like, a lot of little things that make each thing so hard. Like, some parts just require, like, a little adjustment. Just a small adjustment to, like, make it work properly. I'm still dropping it too early? I thought I waited quite a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the way right there. That's how you want to do it. Okay, I think I held right for too long. I didn't hold right for very long, but that little extra bit of unnecessary time definitely doomed me. Oh my god. How do you do this part? I feel like with every part of this level, I learn how to do it, and then immediately, well, usually not immediately, but like I'll fully understand a part, and then at some point I will randomly just not be able to do it anymore, and I will not be able to fix it whatsoever. Oh yes, I forgot. That can happen. Where basically the Koopa just doesn't get hit at the right place and he gets sent into the death pits and the Shadow Realm instead of going into his nice little cozy corner where he can throw the shell for me. Or hold the shell for me. You know, that Koopa is a real bro. Like, he is willing to sacrifice his life and the intactness of his skull just to hold a shell for Mario. Like, that Koopa is a bro. Like, he is always there for you. Well, actually, he's always there for you until his head gets caved in, but up until that, he's always there for you. Oh my god. Okay, I genuinely need to figure this out. How do I do this? You just, like, I imagine it's something like that. Like, it seems easy, but it certainly isn't, I don't think. Well, actually, maybe it is. Maybe it gets easy at some point. Okay, so that's the new issue. So I have figured out the impossible part and made an easy part impossible. How do you prevent that from happening? Like, to get good at one part, you have to, like, unlearn another part. It's tragic. Fuck. Speaking of tragic, local breaking news. Mario has failed the backdrop and has now fell down a beach mountain into a endless chasm. Reporters on the scene say that he is not fucking fine whatsoever. The beach mouse may never surf shells again. His species is also now extinct. And now back to fucking George for the weather. I have no idea what the point of any of that was. Alright, so... Alright, we're running short on time, so I want to just get one more run. Like, that's all I want. Is, like, I just need one more run to hold me through the day, get me to tomorrow, and then get another good run. Like, I just need that, like, one last hurrah that's, like Like, okay, tomorrow has good potential. That was not a sign of good potential. It was close, but not quite what I was looking for. I mean, eventually it'll become easy. Eventually I will beat the level. Okay, well, yeah, so, I certainly fucked that up, but I got past the second red shell. That was kind of my goal, like, I passed the red shell in a way that was not possible to survive, but I passed it. So by technicality, I'm winning. And we do not question wins by technicality. Alright, wait. Can I quickly do that, like, one more time? Nope, I cannot. Perhaps now? Nope. Perhaps now? Nope. So 3 times in a fucking row, everybody, that I managed to do that. The exact same death. I think that might be a sign that I'm not gonna pass that in the next 4 minutes before I have to go. We can hope. It's about whatever the shit that I said earlier was. Very, very motivational. Okay, I am ending stream. I have done that death again. That's always fun. I think I need to just be further left, I think. Anyways. Maybe one day I will sell merch that is a poster of like a fucking eagle with a butt face on it in front of a mountain. And on the text, it'll say, "It's all about that shit I said earlier," or something. It'll be the worst selling poster of all time. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. I will be back, not tomorrow.